Back in here where the magic happens with Coach Kelly, and we swapped it up. We're in that weight room today, Coach, and one of the best looking weight rooms anywhere in North Alabama. Before we dive into last week's game, let's talk about this weight room, man. What you were able to change. You made it larger, and this is where this program's been built and where the backbone of this program's at.
Yeah, I mean, this has been like a day one project for me. I mean, we knocked walls down, we painted, we just renovated this thing. It felt like for the first 3 or 4 years, it was something new in here every single year. And we still tweak some stuff. You know, we've been on to bust the floors, bust the doors, bust the weights, break the bars, bend the bars, you know, break the bands. You know, but the thing is it's just got a lot of character. You know, we repaint the walls about every 2 years, but I love the character that's on this wall. I mean, I really do. I've almost gotten to. It's been about 2 years since I've painted it, just because, you know, the scratches, the nicks, the scars. Kind of like a human being. I got my scars too, so I call them character scars. But anyway, we have a lot of fun in here, 5 days a week, in season, out of season. You know, and the thing is it's always ongoing. It's never done. We're never done. We're overcrowded in here as it is. We need a bigger facility. Obviously, state runner-ups doesn't help get any of that. So I guess we're just gonna have to keep working on winning the last one. But that's the goal anyway.
Yeah. Then we'll get a bigger facility.
Yeah, maybe.
I like the pizzazz of this one though. You hit on something with that. These scars have character to them, so looks great. But anyways, Coach, let's get into it. Last week, you took on Anderson. You knew that's much improved. You knew that's going to be a handful. You guys come up short, but what a heck of a football game. And just take us back to last Friday and how it all transpired.
Again, I mean, we felt like Anderson was the team we thought they were last year. Big, physical, really good athletes. Two really took the game over the other night on third down. You know, kind of flirted. I thought we played them pretty well. 0-0 until we allowed them to block a punt. So we spot them 8 and we lose by 7. You know, so come down to a special teams play right off the front end, and by the front end it was 0-0 in the first. We bent a little bit, but we didn't break. We actually played the early downs really good, and we were horrendous on third down. Third down was when Damon Pope became, you know, everything that we thought he had the capability of being. But, you know, when it's 3rd and 25 and you've got hands on him in the backfield and you don't finish, that's disappointing. And, you know, but I think our guys fought throughout the end. You know, we had our chances. We scored to make it a one-possession game. In the fourth quarter, we get them to 3rd, and I think it was 15. We bottle him up on the right side. He scrambles, and he rolls out the back end. It's like with 3 minutes left, so we stop them there. They punt. We get the ball probably around midfield. We had already called all the timeouts to, you know, hopefully get the ball back, and we never did, you know, because we couldn't get off the field on third down. Our linebackers sometimes don't want to play linebacker. Our D-line don't want to do their job. They give up contain. They get blocked. Sometimes around here, we like to tell the referees what the other team's doing instead of dictating what they're doing. And so if we want to get back to being the team we were, we got to stop hoping, or we can bring yellow flags on the sidelines And when it don't go our way, then maybe the coaches can start throwing them out on the field, and maybe that'll fix it. But right now, we're depending on other things happening other than us doing our job. And so it's like, I think I was, I don't know where I was this weekend, but it's like the word Armageddon around here. We've lost 2 games. It's 5-2, and that's where we're sitting right now. And it's like the world is falling apart. And
Chicken Little.
I guess that means we've done a good job in the past, but it also means that around here you're not allowed to live in the past, or else you need to get I need like a tour bus that you can live out of. So, when we lose a game, I can ride around Cherokee County to these campgrounds and just park there for a while. And then, after they figure out there's coaches here, we can go to another one somewhere else.
That's good stuff. well, Coach, let me gather myself so we can keep going. That's hilarious. The tour bus. All right. Okay. You still got everything in front of you, though, correct? I mean, but you're in that gauntlet right now where you can't hold your head down because you're playing a very tough physical team from right down the road here in Oaks Bluff that has won some big games this year. They got an explosive quarterback. They're physical up front. For those watching, break down Oaks Bluff for us. Yeah,
so very similar to last year's team, very similar probably to the teams. Now, I've only been here since 19, but every time that I've played Oaks Bluff and Coach Rob, they have like certain characteristics of that type of team. And when they're really, really good, they have a quarterback that can make the throws and do things with his feet. So you have to lock in to him, or else he's going to naked bootleg you to death. And then all their runs and play action passes look the same. So that's the toughest part is our guys, have keys, but when the keys look the same and it's 2 different things, it makes it tough to defend. And the quarterback is again, after last week, it doesn't get any easier with defending the quarterback because of the things that he can do on his feet. They've had games this year where it's been really, really close games, and he's just took the whole thing over and said, game over. I got this. And so anyway, another tough week. We're back at home. It's our guys' senior night. And so we'll be saying this until it changes. And I don't know how long it'll take. Maybe I'm here, maybe I'm not. Maybe it'll take 300 more seasons and we'll still be sitting on 599 wins. But we've got everything in front of us. It's like I told them yesterday, this could be the last time you ever play in Warrior Stadium. I don't know, because we've had the same problems for 8 weeks now, and we're still guilty. It's like that crime that we can't get it solved. It's just still out there, and it's all on us. And so if we had answers and more depth, then we would have already tried to fix it other ways. But right now, we trust the guys. They understand. I think they understand coming from a loss better than coming from a close win.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to fix the kids when we're still winning.
Yeah.
Or not fix kids, but like realize problems.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like throwing all your clothes in the closet and saying your room's clean.
Yeah.
It looks clean. And so when you have ugly wins, it's like, well, we still winning. But coming from a loss, and then coming from a loss where our guys can watch the film and realize if we'd have just did this, then maybe the outcome's a little different. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. But it sure would have been nice to not spot them on like a block punt that we go over, especially when the same kid did the same thing the week before against Pleasant Grove. And we allowed that to happen 2 weeks in a row. To me, that's a lack of focus, lack of character in our guys. And so anyway, back to Hoax Bluff senior night. This group needs 3 more wins. They got 3 games. They need 3 more wins for a home playoff game. They need 1 more win for 600. And my biggest thing is I think 2 weeks ago, my pregame speech was about fact or fiction, because the narrative on them is going in the opposite direction. Their stock is plummeting, and it's continued to go down. And so, my assessment, my speech, and it may have went way over their heads, is are you what people say you are, or is that just a bunch of fiction? And when is it going to be important enough for you to change the narrative and write your own story? And as of right now, I'd say the jury's still out.
Yeah.
It's still out, but it could still be a hell of a story too.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got everything in front of you, like you said. I mean, from here on out, I mean, it's a gauntlet.
Yeah,
It's a real deal coming up now. Coach, before we get out of here, I always like to kick it back to you just for kind of final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good crowd the other night. We need it again from here on out. So Warrior Nation in the community. Give up on a lot of things, but don't give up on these kids. They need your support now more than ever. Needs to be rocking for the senior class. They got a great chance of setting the school record for two consecutive years, and now's not the time to be complacent, because if we do win the next 3 and hope, or even make it into the playoffs, I mean, we still have all the makings and the ability of making a deep run. But I tell you one thing that does suck, and you look back on it, it's the 2 games we hosted last year, when in one of those games the opposing team had more fans than we did, and then just showing up empty. I think there's been a little take it for granted around here, and it needs to come back. It needs to come back, because you can't fool the kids in a lot of different facets. So anyway, senior night, we'll see y'all this Friday at Warrior Stadium.
You're telling me, Coach, it's not Chicken Little, the sky's not falling. That's what you're
No.
Okay. All right.
At least not this week.
All right, Coach, I'll talk to you later.
See ya.